The 5th General Conference of the Central Naga Students Association CNSA began yesterday at IMC Hall under the theme The Power of Possibilities. Advisor for Labor and Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Excise, Motoshi Longkamo, who attended as a special guest, commended CNSA for uniting students from diverse communities and highlighted the vital role of youth in shaping Nagaland's future. Longkamer emphasized that the theme was timely as youths today face unprecedented challenges alongside new opportunities. He identified 4 major challenges: limited opportunities, identity and voice, addiction and mental health, and corruption and frustration. On limited opportunities, he noted that many youth lack jobs not due to talent but due to underdeveloped industries. He urged them to innovate and build their own paths. Start small, start local, but start strong. Your passion can become your purpose. Addressing identity issues, Longkamo encouraged youth to embrace their culture as a strength, stating the world doesn't need you to become someone else. He raised concerns about rising addiction and mental health issues, calling for a community that listens and supports rather than judges. Regarding corruption, he encouraged youth to rise above it with integrity, education, and vision, be leaders who are clean, clear, and courageous. Longkamo concluded by urging students to believe in their potential as future leaders, artists, scientists, and entrepreneurs of Nagaland.
It gives me great joy to welcome each and every one of you to the introductory session of the 5th Central Nagaland Students Association under the theme Power of Possibilities. Beginning this evening, as we indulge in thought-provoking sessions with towering figures and change makers of our society, may we allow our thought process to be broadened so that through this conference, we may be able to usher in a new era of endless possibilities for our land and our people.
At the outset, I would like to thank God for giving us good health and this privilege so that our 3 brothers and sisters, the Cnsa'S family, gathered together to share our minds. The power of possibilities is about impressing the potential for growth and transformation that exists within each of us. It reflects the unbounded potential that lies within each individual and community when driven by purpose, resilience, and vision. It challenges us to look beyond limitation and to embrace the mindset that change, growth, and progress are always within reach, no matter the odds. This theme is called to action, to believe in the strength of ideas, the value of hard work, and the impact of unity. It is an encouragement to young minds to explore their capabilities, break through barriers, and turn dreams into tangible outcomes. Rooted in hope and determination, power of possibilities speak not only to personal achievement but also to collective empowerment. Once a wise man said, "You are not scared of losing. You are scared of people watching you lose. You are not scared of trying. You are scared of people watching you trying. You are not scared to start with nothing. You are scared of people watching you start with nothing." But the truth is, no one is watching us closely as you think. And even if they are, their opinions are not protection of the future, just reflection of your own insecurities. So, feel, learn quicker, and move forward. Your judgment doesn't define you unless You lead it.
15 years back, we were very active in this kind of organization where it was full of uncertainty. But I'm very happy and privileged to stand here and see a word of the introduction of our CNSA. Well, just to begin, before 2010, it was not LOTA, but it was Kyung Student Union who have organized a cultural similarities and exchange program in Oka, where they invited our student conference. SKK, the LOTA was there, Kyung was there, and the Ringmai Student Union. We had a good time there, exchanging our cultural similarities there in Oka. And there, the program participants have given us an idea of how about coming up with the coordination committee basing on the cultural similarities. That's how the young minds were provoked, and it has. The members have deliberated for years with so many hurdles, and the members have decided to form a name SAR, where it is called as Sema, Ao, Rima, and Kyung. And the first conference was held in Mumbai, where so many participants have come, and we really had a good time. That's how the CNDC was started. And after years, I was also involved. So there were so many ups and downs. Once the time we have to shift our conference hall from one place to another because of some problem, which is very obvious those days. And so many government officials and so many of our leaders could not come and attend our SARC conference because there were some reasons based on the time. Maybe the forming of these four tribes coming together was a threat to some society. But in fact, the SARC was formed in order to have a coordination between the students and also to work for the general upliftment of our Naga society. That was the intention, and so far it has shown the existence by such kind of activities even today also. Now, the main basic reasons for forming this CNSA is because we have cultural similarities as well as to protect and promote our interests in the interests of our Nagas. When we look into this stage, we, the youngsters, are influenced by different kind of cultural activities like Southeast Asian countries like Japan, Korea, everything. But mind you, the Nagas are famous because the cultural and tradition are still intact. That's why people come and try to learn from us. If we try to learn the cultural and tradition of others, we will be second person. But if we carry on our forefathers, the practices that we have about this tradition, culture, then we are the first person. And we will have a distinct identity where the future lies. So tonight I will request and encourage our students to preserve the culture and tradition which has been passing on from our forefathers till today. And I hope this legacy will carry on with our younger generation also.
Program, and I was very impressed by our today's theme, Power of Possibilities. Then it also says the strength of idea, the value of our work, and the impact of unity. Yes, very, very appropriate. And so, you all know, but I want to emphasize again, to reaffirm, united we stand, divided we fall. That's what you all know. So let us keep that in mind. This is an old saying, but still applicable. This is universal. So like you have said, power of possibilities. And there is another old saying, where there is a will, there is a way. That also you know. So let's pursue our camp, power of possibilities. Nagaland is, according to my experience of more than 70 years, it's a second paradise on earth. Other regions like Japan used to have frequent earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, hurricanes, tsunami, all those. Nagaland hardly has any such calamity. Sometimes we used to experience mild earthquakes. So we're blessed with a very peaceful, abundant, beautiful Nagaland. And one more reminder, that is from George Moore. I used to remind my young friends with this. He was an Irish poet, writer. He said, a man travels throughout the whole world and he finally comes back home to find what he likes. So that is from George Moore, but relevant for all of us. Now I want to question, if that is the case, why do our young, say, people, not only from Nagaland, but from Northeast, are so crazy to go out of Nagaland, they go to Delhi, they go to Bangalore, Chennai, Calcutta, in search of jobs. Are they really finding their jobs? The job they want, they're searching for. Instead, many of them are getting caught, getting arrested. You all know, like example in Chandigarh, Gujarat. Why not we make our beautiful God's given state better instead of going out? Recently, Government of India has brought out a report on literacy, state-wise literacy. It was published just last month, May. Kerala used to be the number one leader in literacy. That has changed now. Mizoram has become the most literate state in India, followed by Lakshadweep, then Nagaland comes third. Nagaland is third, then only comes Kerala, like that. My point is, since we have done so well in education, to get government job will be very difficult, very less chance to get government job. So we need to go for entrepreneurship. Like you have said, value of hard work.
It is my privilege and also an honor to be at this 5th General Conference of the Central Nagaland Student Association. I'm happy to be in the midst of so many young, smart minds who are from a remote corner of India. We are from the remote corner of India, so rich in diverse culture called Nagaland. This year's theme of the CNSA, the power of possibilities, could not have come at more important time. Because today, more than ever, we need to remind ourselves and our young people, yes, it is possible. But before we speak of the possibilities, we must also speak the truth. And that truth is this: our young people are facing many difficulties, real deep and difficult challenges. Therefore, let us first study the challenges. The challenge of limited opportunities. Too many of our young youth are held back not by the lack of talent, but by the lack of opportunity. Jobs are few, industries are underdeveloped in Nagaland. Many young people are forced to leave the state in search of employment and also for higher education. But those who stay back often feel left behind, unsure in their dreams, have room to grow in their own land. But let me tell you this: where opportunities are lagging, innovation must rise. Do not wait for the doors to open. Build them. Start small, start local, but start strong. Your passion can become your purpose. The second, the challenge of identity and voice. In a place as beautiful, diverse as Nagaland, it is easy to feel lost between the tradition and modernity. Some of our young people struggle with identity, how to stay rooted in the tribal heritage while reaching out to a global future. Many feel their voices go unheard in the larger national conversation. But here's the truth: your voice matters. Your culture is not a weakness, but rather it is your strength. The world doesn't need you to become somebody else, someone else. It needs you to become fully and proudly who you already are. Coming back to another challenge, the challenge of addiction and mental health. Let us not ignore a serious crisis brewing up in our society, that is substance abuse and mental health struggles are a growing threat to our youth. Many suffer in silence because of family pressure, year pressure, isolation and hopelessness, with no one to talk to. Let me say this with all my heart: you are not alone. You are not weak for struggle. You are brave for continuing. We need a community that listens, supports and gives, not one that judges. The challenge of corruption and frustration, as earlier speaker have already mentioned about corruption. Too often our young people see corruption in politics, in public services, even in opportunities that should be feared. This breeds cynicism. It makes them ask, why try? overcome injustice, not with violence or hatred, but with education, integrity, and vision. Be leaders who are clean, clear, and courageous. Now, let us talk about the power of possibilities. Yes, the challenges are real. So is the power to circumvent those challenges lies within each of you. The power to create even when the resources are few. The power to dream even when the world tells you to settle. The power to rise when everything seems pitted against you. Let us remember our former president of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. He hails from a small fishing village and become the president of India. And recently, that much talk about the Agni Missile is the production, what you call it, yes, the production of the Agni Missile is credited to him. Our neighbor Mexico, a small state like Manipur, became a global champion. Then why not someone from an unexpected corner of Nagaland? It is possible. In conclusion, to every student in attendance and who are listening, you are not too small. Your dreams are not too big. The world is waiting for your voice, your courage, your innovation, your commitment, your tenacity, never giving attitude. So rise up. Let us begin to believe that from this tiny world of Nagaland can emerge leaders, artists, scientists, entrepreneurs, and pace setters. Therefore, may you walk forward with purpose, not fear. May you turn your pain into power